Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Nikki here and I have finally decided what I'm going to be using for my planners and journals in 2023, and so it's about time I showed you what I was up to. My first one here is my main planner. This is a beautiful leather cover from Harmony Bee. She's in Brisbane and makes these stunning leather covers. I got this off her last year, and this is my everyday carry, depending on what size handbag I'm using. If I have the space, this all comes with me, and this hasn't changed. I used this all of last year. I have a Pigma Micron, a pencil, and of course my must-have pens, the Sharpie pen. They are still the best planner pen I have ever found. And I have this gorgeous anchor, which of course will hold any planner open flat, which I love. And this great little pouch I picked up off a D-stash, perfect for in your handbag. And these are my three must-haves, so that works out beautifully. I have made a slight change, of course. If you've been following me for a while, you know I am now going to be using the Lime and Mortar Mini Weeks instead of a Hobonichi Weeks. I have done an unboxing of this beauty, but in this cover, I have a few little bits of deco. Of course, there's always got to be coffee included, but in this case, coffee keeps me busy until it's acceptable to drink wine. That's me, you know, in a bit of a nutshell. I've got a gorgeous sticker here that I've backed onto some paper to hold it in place, that I think I got from Dreamy Moons. I have a little world map to remind me that there's some traveling to be done. I just got my new passport the other day, very excited. First trip away is in March and I can't wait. And I've got an Ollie clip and then this little urgent clip. So if there's something I need to remember and it's urgent that I take care of it, I can just clip that onto the respective page. I have this gorgeous bookmark that I got from when we went on our planner cruise. I just adore that. Izzy B made that for me. And I've just got a few little stickers and things in here. I've got dots, mini stickers, Stash World clear, what do you call them? Mental blank happening. Sticky notes, great for writing down things and then you can just remove them, and a few mini stickers, so things that work for a small planner. So I've just got a little bit of a stash that tucks away nicely in there. And this is just a protective folder that I got from Officeworks years ago, which I cut down just because I find they get a bit raggedy on the edge, so I don't like that. So I've got those in there. A little notebook for if I'm out and about and I want to jot down notes. And then of course I have my Lime and Mortar Mini Weeks. For me, this size is perfect. It doesn't matter basically what handbag I use, it will fit. So I made the decision to not use a Hobonichi Weeks for a couple of reasons. Apart from the fact this was purchased locally, Lime and Mortar are in Western Australia. It was incredibly cost effective and it was a bit of a struggle, but as you can see, if you can see, there's hollow, these little stars and things are hollow. This is actually a Hobonichi Weeks cover on cover. And at first I could not get my Lime and Mortar Mini Weeks to fit in it. But then one day I went, no, I'm not giving up on this, because at the time there wasn't a cover on cover, but I like it for protection. So I was determined to make it work. And so I sort of heated it up a little bit over the kettle steam and bam, I managed to get it to work. Now, Lime and Mortar have released a cover, but at this stage, I'm more than happy with this. As I have moved to the beach, this is a picture of a harbour with some boats. So I think that's sort of pretty appropriate. Now, the only thing I can't do with this is I often create my own, using scrapbook paper and stuff, you know, seasonal covers and things. I cannot fit one of those in here. So I might have to get the lime and mortar at one stage. I just have to make sure that it will actually still fit in here, because obviously I think it's maybe a bit too big. But honestly, for now, I am more than happy with this. It matches where I live right now and I love it. So inside I have a page marker. This can also double up as a page protector if I'm worried about marking, if I play with paint and stuff like that. I have this gorgeous little lime and mortar ruler, and I have some sticky notes, which these ones I got off AliExpress, but I love the colours. Thought it definitely went with the vibe. And I've also got this little today page marker that I can use, but I think I will put these two to good use. I'll have one that goes into my monthly view and one to whichever the current week is. I've decided not to put tabs down the side, which I know a lot of people love, and I have done them in the past, but I found that when I take this out and about in my handbag, they get a bit grungy, they get a bit bent, a bit marked, and then they drive me crazy. So I've decided I won't use tabs. I can just use one of these to let me know where I am up to. And I have this cute little card that was from Planners Anonymous, a kit many years ago. My happy place is here, and that is the beach, and that's what my life is all about now. On the inside cover, I have just, basically it's a little mini mood board. I'm going to travel with the word joy as my word of the year for next year. I've made some major life changes this year, and my focus is going to be on doing things that bring me joy. Ocean views, diving, traveling, arting, crafting, drinking coffee. They're the things that interest me. So that's just a nice little reminder of what we need to try and focus on every day. I've just popped my name on here. Probably will add my mobile phone number just in case I accidentally one day leave this somewhere. Then we go straight into the monthly spreads, of which they all follow one on from the other. I have only sort of touched the first one. So I've got January done. Minimal stickers, because we've got these little dots up here. I was also going to order a heap of, monthly stickers and everything. And I went, Nick, just write it in. It will also help reduce the lumps and bumps. I will do some basic stat collecting down here. And that's that. I haven't done my first weekly spread yet. I always do my spread the Sunday the week before. So I will, of course, I'm also having, I don't know how to start. I'm not sure where to start. I can't decide what to do. So we're going to leave that until next week when I set up my spread for the first week of the new year. So that's that. Now we do have some note pages at the back where they cut in, of course, surprise, surprise, a coffee image, because can't do planning without coffee. But I've just put a few things in here. I've put a basic packing list in. I have this horrible habit, like especially now that I'm up here, my girls are in Brisbane. I've already been down twice down to Brisbane to stay on the weekend. I'm going back again on Thursday. I have a horrible habit of forgetting to pack underwear. It's not good. So this is just a very basic packing list. For example, when I'm heading down to Brisbane for the weekend, or yes, I've put passport there, but we'll elaborate on this for an international journey. But at least all the basic things that I know I need are on here. I can have a quick glance and know I'm good to go. I don't track my weight. At my age, being in my 50s, the most important thing and how I judge where I'm at is my waist measurement. Weight around the middle is very common as you get older, so I like to track my waist. That helps me judge where I'm at and how I'm going. I have put in a books to read list. I often see suggestions of books to read, so I like to jot them down, and then when I want to purchase a new book, I come to this list, and I have been doing that for a few years. I've moved up to the Sunshine Coast, as some of you will be aware, and honestly, every time I turn around, people are giving me restaurants I've got to try. So I decided I need a list, because otherwise I forget. I've already got the first one there. It's a sushi place. Apparently it's fabulous. I've also got a wish list page. This is not for simple little things, because I just usually go and buy those. But sometimes I see things and I think, oh, I'd like that, but they're more an investment thing. I like to make a list, and then I sometimes come back to this list and think, you know, a month later or so, do I really want it, or do I have to do some homework to decide whether it's a worthy purchase? So I don't use my wish list just for every little bits and pieces, but for more major things that I think I might like that now or in the future, it's a great way to jot it down, and then I decide down the track whether it's something I still really want. And that's all I've put in here, other than towards the back, I have put in my hashtag lists. I like having those handy, especially when I'm out and about. Or sometimes when I think, oh, what can I post? What can I do? Sometimes I come and have a look at my things, and it gives me an idea of what I can post on social media or something like that. And then, of course, I did a pen test just with some of my absolutely favourite pens. It is very hard to see here because this is patterned, but bleed through was my major concern, and as you can see, not a single one bled through or anything like it. And if I go back to my monthly spread that I have done, and I have written on with my favourite Sharpie pen, as you can see, I have 0 issues about that affecting the following month. So that's one of the reasons why I picked this planner. I love the white paper instead of the yellow paper that Hobonichi uses. I mean, I love Tomoe River paper, but the yellow does get up my goat every now and then, and there's no quotes or anything that I feel I have to hide. Looking at these spreads, I don't have to put washi down the bottom because I don't like looking at the quotes and things like that. This is a lot slicker. Paper quality is magnificent. I think this will be a favourite companion into the new year. That's my main planner. The next thing that I am using, this will now be my 3rd year doing this. This is just a gorgeous daily planner that I got for just a few dollars from Kmart. Absolutely loved the colours. Definitely has a bit of an Aussie vibe. I like that, seeing I am one of those. This is a day to a page. The paper quality is actually pretty damn good, considering I think I paid about $7 for this planner. But this is my catch-all. This will end up being the ugliest of ugly things inside. There's no stickers or anything pretty. But instead of using a ton of note paper and losing notebooks and forgetting which notebook I wrote it in, I scribble down things. I make lists, things to try, things to do, creative ideas, you name it. It gets scribbled in here. I don't necessarily even follow the date. I mean, I probably could just buy a normal blank notebook. But sometimes, like let's say I make a call to an insurance company, I will go to the correct date and then make all the notes about that phone call so that if I never ever need to refer to it, I know when I did it and who I spoke to. But otherwise, it's just a commonplace book, a catch-all book, whatever you want to call it. But I've been doing it now for a couple of years and I find it so handy. I always know where I've written things down, and it also looks very pretty. So that was a definite inclusion for 2023. Then I have this beautiful leather Midori A5 cover that I bought off a D-Stash. And inside is the gorgeous Wonderland 222 planner that I won a couple of months ago. I did do a video on what I thought of this. Now, I have quite a few planners. Some are pretty, some are not, that I use for things like finance, investing, projects, all that sort of stuff. I've decided to try for this year, and because this is A5, I've got plenty of room to write, I'm going to combine everything into this. Not sure whether I will use a lot of stickers or anything. I haven't decided yet. So I have popped some lovely neutral sticky notes in because they're always handy. I also grabbed, I bought this from Kaiser Craft a little while ago. It was on clearance for $2. Loved the aesthetic of it. There's little tabs and things, little triangle sticky notes. So I thought they may come in handy, but I'm not sure yet. I have a today page marker that I will use if I'm working on a particular project or I need to know where I'm at. So we'll be doing that. Then I also just threw in this little plastic cover if there's anything that I need to keep, whether it be some receipts for the week or a brochure, anything, just something that I want to do something with in here. I've got somewhere that I can put them and protect it. There's quite a few notes pages. I have already started making some notes. So this will sort of be all the technical stuff in life, business planning. I will use this for YouTube planning, all that sort of stuff. But I thought I'll try keeping it all in one. This will probably never leave the house. It'll just stay on my desk. It'll be more of a reference tool, I think. Of course, whether I add stickers or not, that we will have to wait and see. But I won these planner and notebook, and I've decided to try and make use of them. And we'll just see how it goes. First time I've ever done anything quite like this before, so it'll all be a little bit experimental, but let's see what happens. And then, of course, my lucky last one is my daily journal. I have this in a Mumsy and Bub A5 cover that I purchased for half price. It did get lost by Australia Post for a while, but thankfully it made it. And this is going to be my creative journal. Now, again, if you've been following me, you will know that I have been using a B6 Stalogy for my memory keeping for the last 2 years. And I'll be honest, I was perfectly happy with that. But I won this and I thought, why not use it? It is simply a beautiful notebook with grid, and it's a little bit more real estate than what I'm used to using, obviously. The Stalogy, was only a B6. But I think there was a couple of times in the B6 I had wished it was a little bit bigger when I was doing certain projects. So, look, I got this. It was free. It's stunning. It's Tomoe River paper. It is not quite as yellow as Hobonichi. And so this will be my creative journal. I was going to get a cover on cover for this and then do like collage-y type arrangement for this to sort of show that it was my creative journal. But this only just fits in here. So if I tried a cover on cover as well, it wouldn't fit. So I did pop this gorgeous sticker that I had from Honey Bee Shop. It's been in my stash for a while. It was time to use it. It's holographic and very cute, and that will just have to be the way it is. I found this in my stash also. This is just a clear double pocket arrangement, but I thought how handy for popping in things that I want to include in my journaling. I've got lots of pockets space here. Again, all empty for the moment. I'll get to that. As I start using things, I'll work out what I want to put in the pockets. Also have this great little folder that I've had in my stash and have never used. Again, a great way to store, like sometimes I find a magazine page with, 5 cute images or something on it. I can cut them out, pop them in here, and then that could be my weekly deco for my daily journaling. So I thought, why not pop that in there? And no doubt there will be stickers and all sorts of things that end up in there because I want to use them in my journaling. But at the moment, it's clean, it's crisp for now until the new year starts. So there we go, guys. That is what I will be using. These are my 4 little friends to get me started in 2023. Definitely some changes for me, but look, sometimes you just have to give things a go. And of course, but I am one of those people that sort of, once I start with something, I do tend to like to finish the year in it. So hopefully we can make this all work and we'll see how we go. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, please pop them down in the comments. And if you are not a subscriber, I would love it if you joined along for paper crafting fun. And just in case I don't get another video done before Christmas, I just want to take this opportunity to thank all my followers for being there and leaving me lovely comments and just giving me the inclination to keep going with my videos, because I do love sharing. So I'm wishing you a safe and Merry Christmas. I hope you all have fun, have some great family time or whatever it is you're planning on doing. And I wish you all the best for a fabulous 2023. And I will definitely see you on the flip side. Bye for now.